It's the views from the vault, live and direct, and it slaps. The finest of fitteds, a community built on caps. Sponsored in part by the best in the business. No suggestions of fitteds, of classics and vintage. New era sickness, fire in the mix, it's ridiculous. It ain't no secret to the dopeness. If you're not focused, you left hopeless. Speaking of science of drops and what's tops. Pierre, Leon, Jason from the vault, bringing you nothing but hot. Best of the best, exclusives and clean vision. It's a distinct mission in the embroidered thread of a system to bring you nothing but the real. Just link and get with it. All keepers, no sleepers, no weepers, you know what it is. BP Mercs work the sequence first, bringing the work with the fits. It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's dubs and somersaults. Welcome to a whole nother level of fitted. It's views from the vault.
Hey guys, welcome to the vault. We are back with some more exclusive content. Jason, Leon, and Pierre here. We're here to bring you guys the triumphant return. Stock drops and roll. Week of January 7th. Pierre will take it away.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah, time flies.
You know, the drought was upon us. We're like, we're not going to really dive into this every week. And now, you know, it's time. It's time to do a lot of great stuff going on. We've seen like an elevation across the board in terms of what people are delivering from a quality perspective. So I think it's a good time. Now, remember, even to be on this list is a good thing. I mean, because there's some stores we had to leave off just because there wasn't enough or you know, things of that nature. But these are like, you know, probably the biggest ones right now over the last 3 or 4 months that give us a good opportunity to rank this. So I think where we can start, guys, I think we start like, maybe we put it into tiers, right? Like maybe 3 groups or 4 groups.
Okay.
Like we start with like maybe the bottommost group, and we can kind of articulate why we would put them there. But
Actually, do you want to start with the topmost group?
I don't know,
and then
that's where I think we end there. I think we end there. I think we end there. We could do, well, no, maybe we could do it. Let's do the very bottom, then the very top, and then we'll figure out the middle, right? But not actually the groups, not actually force ranking.
Right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so let's do this. So what would be at the bottom? Now again, it's not necessarily, this is just the bottom of this group. It doesn't mean
right.
I think Captician has to be there, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, the last couple of weeks they've released at least a few hats that are coppable, which is saying a lot considering the second half of 2021 they had, but they're getting better. For U's been kind of slow. They've released some really good hats, but the volume's just not there.
Yeah.
Possibly Capanova. They've had some hits, some misses. Fanatics, I think, just because of that fucking olive splatter.
Fanatics down. I think that newest collection though is really nice, but I think when you look at it in totality, they've had some pretty weak stuff.
Let's group those over here then.
Yeah.
I mean, but the rest of these, like, it's hard. I mean, they do some good stuff.
You don't think 4U Caps is in this little here?
Yeah, I mean,
the edge of of the bottom.
I mean, they're the best of the 3. So like,
I don't. Yeah. Fanatics is right there with them though. I think they've a couple of collections have been pretty decent.
All right,
so that's the Posewoods and
right. So what's the next? So what's the top tier? The top tier is going to be Topperz, Hat Club, MyFitteds, Lids, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Sneaker Town's borderline if they just would release more.
Yeah,
I mean, they had
like second tier, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they had the pack of the year so far. I think, in my opinion, it's been a very short year, but
and haven't had one of their biggest releases ever. So they're
Yeah.
kind of borderline-ish. Top
Hat
end.
Heaven's probably in that first group, the big group.
Okay.
And then
I'm
the secondary group would probably be like, yeah, sneaker. You get a lot of the sneaker ones in there now.
Mhm.
Pro Images in that second group too, because you got to think about the breadth of what they do.
Stash.
Stash. The problem with Stash, dude, is it's
The volume.
it's Ty Mathis or bust. Like,
Right. Well, they don't have any of that. It's
Right.
only tie hats.
which is
Tie
great.
hat. Yeah, they're great hats. Oh, we forgot.
Oh, yeah, I
one.
was gonna say we forgot exclusive.
Yeah. Over in this group, I think.
New Era is like in the middle too, right?
I feel like there's you almost have to do 4 categories almost.
I think we're
a
I
mid,
think
a
we're
mid
at like
low, a mid high. You know.
Yeah. So I'd say, I don't know. What do you guys think? So like after you got the big 5 over there, right?
Mhm.
uh-huh.
Where would you go next? So you got the big 5, then the next group, what would be in that tier?
I'm thinking these ones here.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
was
no, I can agree with that too.
so I'm mixed on it. I didn't go that heavy on the 24 days of fitteds that like New Era did. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that raised their stock, kept it the same, lowered it?
No, I think it just kept it the same. It was
Okay.
more of the same old stuff from them,
Mhm.
team describes type stuff, extra embroidery. There was some like 35 to 40% of it was good. The rest was
Yeah.
eh.
See, it didn't speak to me, but I can see where certain fans of like I think of Frank, for
Well-
example. He got to buy a lot of Marlin sets. They don't usually make
Yeah.
Marlin
Oh,
sets.
sure.
So like
Sure. The best thing they did was that 30% off for a week.
mhm. Yeah.
Um,
They got the Power Rangers. I know you guys want big on the Power
The-
Rangers, but some
the
people went
one-
crazy.
the one I'm kind of split on here is Crown Minded.
Okay.
Like I could almost put them over here.
Mhm.
Again, volume, but they probably release about as much as Still does, and Sneaker Town. They just happen to do like 6 at one time on a
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
But they're usually pretty good.
How many
don't know.
different things did they release in this block? They got the SpongeBob. They got what other things did they do?
Since August,
Yeah.
since we last did this,
So are
Oh,
we
they've
doing
done a
this?
bunch of
Are
different
we doing this as a 6-month thing or
or in the
recent?
last couple weeks.
Yeah.
No, I think we do over the last like a good period of time. I don't think we have to
Okay.
have it
Yeah.
set down.
Like a
Just
last quarter. Who
Yeah.
finished
We
the
could
year?
we could even say it was over the last year, because this is our first one of the year.
Okay.
But
I mean, so like this would be like our power rankings, I guess.
yeah, going forward,
Yeah, we could do that.
our preseason rankings, if you will.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that would be a good way to look at it. So let's start. You guys want to flesh out the bottom then?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I guess it's
My bottom's Cap City for me.
I was gonna
personally.
say exclusive might drop worse hats, but they drop them more often. So
They drop better hats though.
yeah, okay.
Like
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I like exclusive in store. When I go in store on vlog trips and stuff, I think exclusive has great stuff.
Yeah.
The problem
Yeah,
is,
I mean, I think For You has more hits than their percentage is higher than exclusives.
Mhm.
And Fanatics, the thing they got going for them is just the breadth of what they're able to do. They can drop an entire team run in a colorway and have a lot of it available.
is For You better than exclusive?
I think so. But
I
it could be debatable.
I'm not tied to either one. I think exclusive releases more.
And what they
They do.
release, they sell out a lot of their stuff.
Oh, they always sell out. I mean, all of these places always sell out, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to judge it based on that. I don't know. I think, yeah, like I said, I think the percentage is higher for you, but the volume is definitely higher for exclusive.
Mm.
They're taking more swings.
Right. We can keep it that way. And then Fanatics would be at the top of this.
No, they're just up here until we rank them. I should have put them over here.
I think when you kind of think about Fanatics with their power and stuff, they don't do a really good job with it, man.
No,
No,
they don't.
Yeah,
They are getting better, and they're starting to do some of the, the team UV type stuff.
Yeah.
The anniversary patches on football. That Posewood collection was really good. But then they come out with like that Motel 6 pack, and
Where do you put them here, guys?
I mean, like as a buyer, you might be able to get like a jersey with it or whatever. But if you're talking strictly hats, I rank them lower than for you personally. You might get a coupon, you might get a flash sale or something.
Over the last few months, I would say I've probably bought more from Fanatics than exclusive.
Yeah, but they're also putting out way more.
Yeah.
And you're able to cop way more.
It is easier to buy. That is for sure. Exclusive it can be tough to land.
See, me, I've got exclusive over Fanatics.
Really?
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I do. I don't know. I think there's something to be said about having that kind of power, not really
Utilizing it. Yeah.
Not being responsible with the power.
I mean, they are the #1 hat seller in the world.
Lids is.
Lids is
Yeah.
over Fanatics, even though Fanatics runs all
I'm
the team,
100% sure. Lids
all
is
the team
bigger.
sites and everything like that.
Yeah, Lids is the bigger.
Okay.
Lids is the biggest new era retailer in the world.
Oh, okay.
They get blended together sometimes.
They
You
do.
have to know where one starts
Jason's
and one
usually
ends.
the blending police. He's the one making sure people aren't blending. But I'm 100% sure about this. I talked to Britain about it.
Yeah. So Fanatics owns their site or something, and there's like a weird commission deal or something.
They run it.
Yeah, that's not like a weird.
All right, so we're in this next group here, right? So we got Sports World, Capsule, New Era, Capanova, Crown Minded.
I feel like Sports World and New Era are kind of above the other three. They're almost borderline should be in the next group, almost, but that's kind of where
So for me, it's kind of hard. So like Crown, the 3 C's, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all like getting better.
You could see them kind of not repeating the same kind of mistakes. And
I mean, Crown Minded it is above these other two, in my opinion. Okay. But the other two are especially Capsule is gaining ground quickly.
I would go Crown Minded, Capsule, Capanova right now.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I mean, but I want to hear what you all have to say.
I would agree with that. Yep. Now the question is, where do you think these two are above those?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do. I think Sports World has a lot of misses, but they also have a lot of hits.
They do have a lot of hits, and they sell it very, very fast. I know we're not using that as criteria, but
I would have Sports World over New Era. Would you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm trying to remember. This has been a kind of a good quarter for New Era in terms of, I feel like, collabs. They've been releasing a lot of collabs in conjunction with the collab B, I guess. So like the OVO release with OVO site and them, Joe Fresh Goods and them.
Yeah,
Which
but
what-
then they have all of that other cookie cutter stuff
I agree.
that basically completely offsets, in my opinion, offsets all the good they do.
Yeah.
Then they come out with that other stuff.
You know me though, like I lean like a lot of that streetwear stuff. Like I love the better gift shop, the
No, I
you
know you do.
So like for me personally, I rank the being
You got
able
your-
to cop at a New Era slightly higher. I know they have a lot of stuff you just overlook and you don't even look at, but like corduroys, streetwear collabs. I wasn't into it, but the Christmas stuff, Power Rangers. I feel like they had flavors for almost everybody.
I just can't get over how bad some of those hats are, though.
Yeah.
I've got
They-
sports.
they
World
look-
above New- I've got sports world above New Era.
I think so too.
Is it a wide margin for you guys?
Not a
No,
wide margin. I think New Era Direct is getting better.
they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
In fact, let's just go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it's getting an up rating, right?
Yeah. We all agree here.
Capsule, Capanova, Crown Minded are all up.
Yeah.
I think Sports World's up too. They've got
Yeah.
more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
For You Caps exclusive are probably flat.
Mm-hmm.
I think that whole bottom group is flat. Right?
Yeah.
I think Fanatics
a
is
little up.
up. Is up. I
Yeah,
would put Fanatics up
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
from where they've been.
Yeah. All right, so now we got the next group, right?
Yeah, I'm still. I love the stuff that Shaw's doing. It's a volume question for me.
So do
We
you
can't really
feel
talk
comfortable?
too much. We can't talk too much about volume because if they made it
Not
here-
not like not quantity that he's ordering. I'm just the amount frequency, the amount and number of hats designs that are dropping.
So this was always kind of like a thing, a point of contention. Like, do we,
Yeah.
do we penalize him for
But I
stuff
think
that's
what you're, I
outside of
think
his?
what Jason's saying is variety, right?
Yeah. I mean, like,
In my opinion, in this group, like Burdeen's is towards the bottom of this group right now.
think so. Yeah, I could see that.
I
I think
the only reason why is Stash 1250 has
Ty.
has tie, and Burdeen's is getting so much better, man. This stuff is really, really good stuff. But
Yeah.
right now, that they're not better than still Sneaker Town, Pro Image. No way, not yet. They could be. They can
think
be.
I would
Pro
almost
Image
push
is-
Pro Image up, and out of this group, I would say Burdeen's probably releases more often than the other four in that kind of cohort, right?
It's
Not really.
these
No.
are all about the same. Stash probably releases the least of these four, but these other three are probably about the same.
Yeah.
4 to 5 hats a week.
Stash
I've
releases.
got Sneaker Town. I got Sneaker Town is still at the top of this, to me.
Above Pro Image.
No.
in this
Pro
group,
Image.
so.
Pro Image is like a powerhouse, man, because you think about the mothership, but then you've got all of these other franchises below it that are doing
Yeah.
great stuff.
You see what the Oregon stores are doing? There's some good
No.
stuff going on out there too.
I haven't looked at it closely, but I mean,
Yeah.
the diversity that's there just because of the franchises makes it different,
Yeah.
It's tough because I got Stash and Burdeen's almost neck and neck, man. The problem is with Stash is, the Ty Mathis factor. He's putting out some really good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like everything
All
they
right.
release is like
Okay.
they have a higher. percentage.
Argue with me over this order here.
I don't really have an argument with this order.
That's about right.
Yeah. All right. And what are we doing with arrows here? I think all these guys
They're
are up.
all up.
They're all up.
There's no one's had a down quarter.
That's
I don't
what's
think.
interesting about what we've seen lately is everybody's up
Right.
for the most part.
I would agree. Yeah, I really like what Sneaker Town's doing. I like what Still is doing. I like what all these places are doing.
Mm-hmm.
God, I like what all 10 of these places.
Yeah,
New Era might be ranked too high for me. Anyway.
you would put them below.
No, I
Any of
wouldn't.
the
But
Cs. It's tough, right?
it's just those hats. Some of those hats are so bad.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
stuff that they made, like they designed and
Yeah.
stuff, it's no bueno. It's no good for the most part.
Yeah.
But the stuff that
Right.
they're collabing with other people that those people made, like that stuff is good, but they probably didn't have nothing to do with it. But to me, they get credit for being able to offer it.
Yeah, that's true.
You get the free
All right.
ship. You get a lot of good stuff with it.
What are we doing with these? This one's going to be tough.
This is very tough. This is why we had to save this for last.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hat Heaven is the bottom of the 5.
I was going to just say that only because their designs they don't push the envelope, but they're just consistently good, solid gray bottom hats.
It's also like the hibernating bear, right? It's not, you don't really eat that often, but when you eat, you come out and you gorge yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
130 styles, you know?
Yeah.
What do you choose from?
My reasoning is more that than what you said, Jason, just for me specifically, because
Okay.
what I think has been strongest about Hat Heaven is while everyone else is going left, they're going right. And it's been great to see. I think they're the one that's keeping everybody honest. You know, I don't know, man. That's just me. So for me, even to be number 5 on this list is pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I'd say his stock actually is up because he's getting more. He's doing a little bit more edgier stuff, you know.
And he's restocking, you know, stuff that goes quick. He'll restock it. The stuff that he does order, he's ordering a heavy amount, right? I haven't heard a lot of stories of people like, man, I went for that hat and I couldn't get it, you know. He does get a lot of credit for that. A lot of the whining that happens in the hat community that we see in the comments is like, I couldn't hit. You don't have that same complaint.
The only whining I ever see about Hat Heaven is outside of his control. And that's where the hats are made.
Origins, right?
Where the hats are manufactured.
Yeah, the origin stuff.
Yep.
All right.
I would probably nominate Lids next. Although, man, they've been really getting good with their design.
This is a tough 4 right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with Lids being next.
It's more about the amount of designs coming out is where I'm ranking them lower. It's just, you know, they do one big collection a month or every couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually all the same colorway.
Yeah. But you almost have to design
but they're great
for such a
they're
big
great
company, right?
Right. They're great colorways. Don't get me wrong. That's why
you're also trying to serve
a different demographic,
wider palette.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But for me,
their stock is up too, right? I mean, over the last 3 or 4 months, because they've been doing they've been doing some really good stuff.
Oh yeah. And everybody can usually
something big on the horizon for them too. All right, this is where it gets really tough.
Mhm. So these three stores, it's like three different criteria, like I'm judging them off of, right? For me, MyFitteds has like the most diverse and widest array of designs.
Sure.
Why don't we do
Topperz,
this? Why don't we do this?
yeah,
Why don't we leave these three right here
yeah,
and we allow the viewers
To vote it.
to vote it?
that sounds good.
Because
I'm
I
just-
think this is too hard for us to kind of dig into. I think you can't go wrong with any one of these three being number one.
No,
I
can't.
but I
I
think
can't.
it's probably in our best interest. Let's let the viewers vote on this and make sure when
No.
we upload the video, Leon, we've got that written in the description, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
really,
let's
it's about
Let's just rearrange some stuff here. Make some room for that.
So I feel
Yes.
like there was two stores we originally didn't talk about because this was kind of like a more recent thing that didn't get, and now that it's like a year thing that we're kind of leaving out. And that would be Anthem and corporate. Where do you think that they would fall
Oh,
for those? Because originally
They're-
we were gonna do like this was like a last quarter thing, but if we're gonna do a power ranking, I think it'd be weird to omit those two.
yeah, we could do that. I
Mm.
mean, I would have Anthem and corporate both in this like group with New Era, Crown Minded, Capsule,
Yeah.
Nova.
I was gonna say like they're probably in the either the mid to top of tier 3, I think.
yeah.
I would probably have Anthem at the top of that little group there,
Okay.
and then
Over here, yeah.
yeah, I would have them at the top of that group, and then I'd have
I'd have corporate more in this area here, around Stash, Berdeen's.
yeah, he puts out some good shit, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't release as often, but when he releases, it's good stuff.
It's
It's about
similar to
once.
Stash.
It's about once a week. It's just similar to Stash. It's similar to Berdeen's.
I think I almost have corporate under New Era, above Crown Minded. That's kind of where I.
No, but Jason's suggesting that
Yeah.
they're in the other tier though.
Yeah. I hear that.
I mean, again,
Can you grab Anthem and corporate, Jason?
yeah. If you give me a minute.
Yeah, no rush.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of similar, right? In stature. They don't release often, but when they do, they're all hitters.
No, I agree with that.
It's almost hard to argue that, despite having the drought, everyone dealing with the lower allocations and whatever, like not many places even had a bad. Like most stores weathered it pretty good. We thought it was gonna be like slim pickings and bare shelves and stuff.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Excuse me. All right, here we go. We're back.
All right. Sorry for the curveball.
Yep. No worries. We got corporate and Anthem here. So
I think Anthem for me is like right around there.
above New Era or below? I personally like them more than
Yeah.
Crown Minded, just slightly.
Yeah.
I like his designs just a little bit better.
Listen, I'll say this, right? Crown Minded, I love, but they have some misses.
They
Anthem,
do. They do.
Anthem almost never does.
No.
That is true. Man, then maybe they go over here more.
Yeah, I think you put Sports World above New Era in that other tier.
Okay. I mean, if you're talking the same, like corporate very rarely has a miss too,
No, I know.
if ever. So
I think corporate might be above Berdeen's though.
yeah, I could go there like that.
Still like yeah. These are very good showings either way, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're we're not saying these are bad places. These are all really
No,
good
if you're being
places.
mean, this is it's a good. You're doing good.
It's hard to rank, you know, the honor roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can give I would say we should rank Hat Club, Topperz, and MyFitteds in terms of up, down, or hold.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna put MyFitteds as a hold. That's not a bad thing. Right? And I would say Hat Club's a hold too. They might be
Which one?
down.
Who's that?
Hat Club.
Hat Club. I don't know, man. I think they might be a down
You think so?
compared to what they were doing.
Yeah, they have not been releasing a lot. in
That's
comparison.
that is true.
Topperz is an up.
Oh yeah. Let's just
And the
leave that
stuff
in.
and the stuff that Hat Club has been releasing, at least the last 2 big drops, were not good. They
Listen,
suck.
there's even people saying in the comments of our videos, the marketing team is designing hats.
Yeah,
There's people writing that.
yeah. It's hard to say that they're straight down because they did. I mean, it's not hard to say, but like to argue against it, they did bring back 2 of the really good one, like Black Dome and Campfire, but the Cyber Junks and the Sadlands, and pair that with the NBA 92s,
Yeah, it does. I think that's some recency bias there, though.
NFL 75s weren't that good. I don't know.
They were
It's-
fun. It's
I'm
hard to
almost
say.
enjoying their variety stuff, like the random,
No, but versus the other stuff that they were doing, right?
Yeah.
which was like solid drops, ox
Every
pack,
single- it was always a
fashions.
drop. Always.
But you got-
when it was predominantly when I felt like it was T800 John and Justin
Yeah.
predominantly everything was good. Everything was good. Everything was good.
Hat
When
Club
they were
Hockey
doing-
League is dead. The
Well,
it's,
and they were-
it's non-existent, right? Design Collective's non-existent right now. Minor League Mondays is out, right? Like
yeah.
They've narrowed it down to just like really
they
like
$20
honestly, you can
pins.
say it out loud. A lot of it's just narrowed down to just hype.
Yeah, $20 pins. Right, price went up. Right, $5.
Price has
to
gone
go-
up everywhere.
Fine, but we still got to acknowledge the prices. $50 now. You get a pin now. Okay, if you order 7 pins, you might get the same 7 pins.
I mean, some
Even
of
though
some
there's
of the
5
pla-
of them.
some of the places on the screen are $60 a hat.
Yeah, I don't know if the hat price. I'm talking more about
Yeah.
like just like the quality of what's being delivered now is not as
Right,
good
right.
as it was. It's just not.
Yeah. Would you say the last really good drop they had was probably Candy Pack, right? You're talking
Oh
October.
no. They had the
NFL one.
NFL, the cool fall fashion.
Okay.
Those
That's
were
fine.
great. I love
Those-
those. And you guys know
All
how
right.
much I love those.
So those are good. Those are good. Candy Pack was good. Black Dome, obviously, restock was good.
Yep.
The
Campfire.
Campfire restock was good.
restock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, well, restock added a couple, so you get to fulfill 2.
but do you honestly believe that they're as good as they were?
No, I get.
I mean, no,
I'm with
asking.
you.
I'm not,
I'm
I'm
with
not
you.
trying to lead I'm not trying to lead you somewhere. I'm asking, what do you believe?
I'm with you. I think overall stock is down, especially
I
with
think they've had a
the
down
Cyberpunk and
month or two.
Right.
They
So I
still
think if
had
we're
a
talking
really-
about 3-4 months, right? They're down.
Yeah.
MyFitteds is
Sure.
just holding. It's not like MyFitteds is up either.
No.
Because I don't know if you can go up from what he's been doing unless he was to suddenly get 10 times the allocation.
he had a really quiet October, right? October was really
He had a
quiet.
really quiet, like, last 2 months.
Yeah.
Until
Then you got the
it was
bike,
just
but then you
until
got
the
bison
bisons.
thrown
The
in there,
bisons.
Yep.
the
and
campus
then the
team
last
thrown in
last
there.
2 weeks he ramped up. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Mario Kart people going crazy for.
Yeah. And Topperz is up, man. That's clear. So let's leave it at this, right? So I think we've got it good and we got it fleshed out here. Well, we're
Yeah.
going to leave it to our viewers to decide, is it Hat Club? Like, how would you rank Hat Club, Topperz, and MyFitteds on this power ranking? Not whether or not they're down, up, or holding. just where would you rank them 1, 2, 3 in this power ranking? And remember, even if you're at the bottom, this is still good, man. I mean, this is like, you know, I think when you get past like that very bottom tier, like you're talking about, like, listen, man, there's not a lot of like disparity between these stores. I mean, it's a lot of great stores delivering great hats, and everybody here for the most part has gotten better. So and that's the whole thing about competition, man. It makes everybody better.
And most of these stores are trying to one up each other in terms of like creativity, design, you know,
showing
everything. It's good. Like, I don't think hats have ever been as good as they.
Nah, man. And you, especially in the recent times, we've been watching all these hats for how long now?
Yeah.
All right, guys, this was fantastic. Really nice job. We got through this without really any heated arguments. It was facilitated nicely. JC did a great job with the visuals. Leon, thanks for adding all of your input. As always, it was fantastic to hear your thoughts. This is good. So now for the viewers, it's your turn. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 Hat Club Topperz and MyFitteds in your power rankings. How would you rate them? We're not going to do it here. We're going to leave it up to all of you. And with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yep. Make sure you guys are dropping a like, subscribing to the channel on the way out. Our podcast is still available on all major streaming platforms. So for Jason, Leon, and Pierre, we're signing out, guys. Stay fitted.
See you, everybody.
Peace.
Enjoy 15% off all products with the code VFTV15. Brought to you by VFTV.